Dear students, in this video we are going to see about abstract data types and its important question and answers. Let's see what is data type. Actually, data type is a type of the data which may be integer type, float type, character or string, etc. Here given simple example, int means integer a is equal to 8. Here 8 is the value of the variable a, int is the type of the data. Here a denoted the type with the integer, which are simply called it as built-in data type. Our abstract data type totally differ from built-in data type. Next we can see abstract data types. What is abstract data types? Actually, abstract data types are user-defined data types. Based on objects and its behaviors, we can define our data types. Here abstract data type is a type or class for objects whose behavior is defined by a set of value and set of operations. We know each object we have a set of values and set of operations. These are simply called it as objects behavior. Next we can see simple example for this abstract data type. Here class car is an object. For this object car, here given three different attributes. These three attributes are called it as values: model number, cost and its name. These three attributes called it as values. Next I have taken three functionalities. These three functionalities simply called it as operations. So these values and operations are simply called it as behaviors of this object car. Here this car is simply called it as abstract data type. For this abstract data type car, I have taken three different values and three different functionalities. Now we can see the definition of abstract data type. Abstract data type, simply called it as ADT, is a type or class for objects whose behavior is defined by a set of values and set of operations. Here the definition of abstract data type only mentions what operations are to be performed, but not how these operations will be implemented. Here it does not specify how data will be organized in the memory and what algorithms will be used for implementing these operations. This abstract data type only explains about its operations, not going to explain how it is going to be implemented and how the memory is going to be organized and what type of algorithms we are going to be used. Here data abstractions replicate how we think about the world. For example, when you drive a car, you no need to worry about how the engine was built or what kind of materials the tires are made of. Here you just have to know how to turn the wheel and press the gas pedal. Given that simple example, here the inner functionality is fully hidden from that. You should know only the basic abstractions. Given simple example for the implementation of abstract data type. Here given list abstract data type. Here this list abstract data type can be implemented using singly linked list or doubly linked list. Similarly, stack abstract data type and queue abstract data type also implemented using this list concept. Next, what is list? Actually, list is a collection of elements. Actually, this part is not in the syllabus. For your understanding only given this part. From this list, we can do various functionalities. We can create new list. We can add new element into the list. We can delete some element from the list. Then we can search some elements also. Here, this list can be implemented by using singly linked list and doubly linked list. What is the difference between singly linked list and doubly linked list? In the singly linked list, each node contains two parts. One is data field and another one is link field. Data field contains actual data stored in this data field. Link field contains address of next node. So in this singly linked list we have only two parts. But in the doubly linked list we have three parts. One is data part, the middle part is the data part, actual element stored in this data part. The left link called it as previous link element. Previous link means it contains address of previous element. Next, third part is the next node link. Next node link means it contains address of another next element. So this is the difference between singly linked list and doubly linked list. Next we can see the difference between stack and queue. This is also not in the syllabus, for your understanding only given here. In the stack means arranging of elements. You're stacking your books or stacking your plates, stacking your cloths, like that. In the stack we have only one open part. Through that open part only, which is top only, you can insert new elements. At the same time you can remove the elements also. Here if you want to remove the second element, first you have to remove the third element, then only you can remove the second element. So recently added element we have to remove first. So it is also called it as last in first out. Last inserted element we have to remove first. At the same time queue you know this, in the theater, in front of the theater you can see this queue. So in this queue we have two parts, one is front part and another one is rear part. Through the front part we can remove the element, from the rear part you can add new elements, which is the difference between stack and queue. We have seen three different types of abstract data types. They are list abstract data types, stack abstract data type and queue abstract data type. Next we can see important question and answers from this topic. Here given only one question. What is abstract data type? Abstract data type simply called it as ADT. Here abstract data type is a type or class for objects whose behavior is defined by a set of value and set of operations. This abstract data types depends on what object we are going to use. Each object we are having certain behaviors. This behavior is defined by set of values and set of operations. The definition of abstract data type only mentions what operations are to be performed, but not how these operations will be implemented. We are given three examples: list abstract data type, stack abstract data type and queue abstract data type. Finally, we can see the summary of this video. In abstract data types, classes are the representation for abstract data types, which is simply called it as ADT. Here the abstract data types depends on what object we are going to use. Each object we are having certain behaviors. Behavior is defined by a set of values and set of operations. Here the main important thing is what operations are to be performed, but not how these operations are implemented. We have seen three different examples for abstract data types: list abstract data types, stack abstract data type and finally we have seen queue abstract data types. Thank you students.